Hey everyone, I am in Victory Ranch with a good friend of mine, David, and I'm going to pick his brain for a minute. I want to share with you a couple things because he's put together a team. And I mean, you put together teams all the time in your construction business and probably back in Louisville and all over. But here in Victory Ranch, he has put together a team and he's building a home that is just beyond nice. This is really impressive. So first, how did you get, I mean, your two primary people are your contractor and your architect.
Right.
Will you just share, how did you choose those that you're working with, the architect and your contractor?
Well, you know, it all starts with the architect first. We fell in love with Victory Ranch, obviously, just because of all the amenities and all of the beauty that surrounds us here. Yeah. And the Highland Group, Tim and Tim, have done a lot of homes here. So we wanted to work with an architect that actually knew what all the regulations are of building here in Victory Ranch. So it was just a lot easier to execute the build that way. We sat down with them. They really listened to our vision. And I think a big part of it was the listening factor. A lot of people don't really listen well. And with Tim and Tim, they did a great job with listening to all our wants and needs and did an amazing job.
Okay, let me ask you though. At some point, the Highland Group was building their first home here. Okay, they've had experience now. When you met them, knowing them, would you say, hey, I would have sat down with them and probably gone forward even if I was the first one to build in this area? Because that's what some people look at. Well, yeah, the Highland Group, that sounds good, but I'm building over in Oakley or I'm building somewhere else.
Right.
So what would you say to somebody where it's like they aren't in my area, but how competent are they that you feel like they could come into an area?
Yeah, that's a great question. You know, with online nowadays, I think you can at least get a handful that you can work with. But with the Highland Group, it made it so much easier because they were here. And I talked to other folks meeting the Highland Group. They've done work all over Utah, even in California. They've done amazing, amazing work. So no matter where you're at, I personally would recommend the Highland Group just because of the amount of work that they've done in this area.
So their overall experience,
yep,
their communication,
yep,
anything else?
To be honest with you, their price point was very, very fair because we did interview 3 other architects and they were about 30%, 40% more. And they didn't quite get what we wanted in our vision, and we just felt real comfortable with them.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, your contractor, real quick, how did you pick the contractor? Again, was it because of their experience in this area?
Well, you know, it's funny, a funny story with that. So now we were on the hunt for a contractor, and again, the first instinct was just find a contractor here in the Victory Ranch area. And you could just feel that they were just too busy, and they didn't want to set aside time. And I was at a local coffee shop in Heber, and a guy comes in and we start chatting. And I was telling him my frustrations with the contractor, and he goes, well, I've got a buddy of mine that's just amazing. He's been around the area forever. He's right here local. So I said, all right, well, I'll just give him a call. Well, sure enough, met with him, hands down, absolutely amazing. And that's Duff Johnson with Rakk Construction, R-A-K-K. I got to tell you, we're at the point right now where we're all framed up, and a lot of homeowners here are blown away by how fast, the quality. We're just super, super impressed with that. We're so blessed to have them.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Okay, you guys. So, and if you're building wherever it is, if you're in Red Ledges or Victory Ranch or Oakley or Walsburg, even, you know, I'd love to introduce you to these other people and give you some options to at least check things out. So I just want to show everybody this view.
Absolutely.
Check this out. I mean, Victory Ranch is it's a gorgeous development. They have a number of homes under construction here. A lot of parcels for sale still. So if you're looking to build something, very comparable. A lot of people talk about Red Ledges on the east side of Heber. This is very comparable, but with a beautiful river cutting through here. But they have the pool, they have the golf, horses. They have so many amenities. So anyway, I appreciate your time, David. Anything else?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey,
cheers.
We'll stay in touch on the progress of this house. Sound good?
Absolutely. We'll see you in a few months.
Okay. Take care, guys.